Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, make sure you click the button below to subscribe. If you don't know me, I know I forgot to introduce myself on my last video, how rude of me, but my name is Teresa and I am a single mother with a 7-month-old baby girl. So let's talk about being single during the time that you're either pregnant or after you gave birth. I just want to talk about a topic that I feel is very important. So when I found out that I was pregnant, it was already during the time that I was going through a breakup. So my partner, at the time, like we were no longer together, and then about a month afterward, I found out that I was expecting. So then I continued on with the pregnancy, and now I do have a little beautiful girl. Her name is Lyrica, and she just turned 7 months old about a week and a half ago. So I am 7 months postpartum, I guess that is what they call it. So this I find is a very important topic that I want to bring up on how to navigate, when you know that, you no longer have a partner, you're going to be a single mom, or if you already had your baby and then it happened afterward. The one thing that I decided to do when I did find out that I was pregnant and I knew that I was going to go through this journey alone, I tried not to make that get in the way of the things that I wanted to do. So what I mean by that is that I have like friends in the past that got pregnant and they were in kind of similar situation when they were not with their partners anymore. And then when I found out, what I was realizing, like, being around them and, hanging out with them, is that they missed out on doing a lot of things because they were just like sad about the breakup, obviously, and then also knowing that, you're about to be a single mom, like, so there's a lot of things that they wanted to do that they didn't get to celebrate. And I just wanted to remind you that if you're a single mom or you're about to be a single mom because you're no longer with the person that you were going to have a kid with, I just wanted to remind you that don't let this get in the way of you living life and still being happy and enjoying that moment, that pregnancy, especially if it's your first pregnancy. So because this was my first pregnancy, I didn't want to miss out on anything. Like I didn't want to miss out on having like a maternity shoot. I didn't want to miss out on throwing a baby shower or having like newborn shoot and all those things that if I didn't allow myself to do those things and celebrate the birth of my daughter in that way, that I was going to regret it later on, right? So just remember, the feeling that you are feeling right now is temporary. Your situation is temporary. And even if you don't end up working things with your partner that you are having a kid with or already had a kid with, just know that there is light at the other side of the tunnel. You are going to meet someone one day that is going to love you the way that you are supposed to be loved. So I am here to remind you that, stay strong. Remember, you are a woman, you are resilient, you are strong, you can get through anything. If there's anything that a mom can handle is, taking care of the kid 100%. And I know there's going to be a lot of anxiety of because I definitely went through anxiety of how am I going to do this by myself? How am I going to go back to work? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to be a full-time mom and also transition back to work, paying the bills, taking care of a kid, and doing all of that by myself? I definitely went through a lot of emotions during that time. And I didn't know if I could really do this. And I was just I just continued to motivate myself throughout the whole experience, especially going through basically almost the entire pregnancy by myself. I just kept myself busy. I tried to enjoy my pregnancy as much as I could. By enjoying it, I mean I didn't miss out on anything that I would have done if I had a partner. So if I had a partner and I would have done a photo shoot, I still did a photo shoot even though there was no partner that did the pregnancy photo shoot with me. I still did my newborn photo shoot for my daughter because I want her to have nice photos later on, when you graduate high school and they want to put your baby picture next to your now picture. So I want her to have really nice pictures for that moment as well. So I celebrated every single moment of my pregnancy, even though I was going through a hard time. I didn't let that get in the way of me doing the things that I wanted to do. So I went and booked photo shoots. I went and like threw myself like a baby shower with my friends. I did my newborn shoot for my baby. Like I did all the things, even though I was going through it. You wouldn't be able to tell that I was going through it because I was like, you know what? I am not going to miss out on all those things just because I don't have someone to go through it with me. So, for all the single moms out there, if you are in that same situation, if you're in the same situation or in the same boat, or you're finding yourself in a boat of like, oh my goodness, I just got pregnant and, the relationship's not working out and I'm gonna, might end up having to do this by myself. Just remember that you are strong, you can get through it, and please, if you want to do a maternity shoot, go for it. You will not regret it. If you want to throw yourself a baby shower, or like if someone is throwing you a baby shower, go for it. Do your newborn shoot, do your maternity shoot, do all the things that you want to do. Even if you don't have a partner, do it anyways. So the one thing that I did during my pregnancy is I just remained, I tried to, cleanse my space, only keep like positive energy around me. I watched motivational videos. Like anytime I felt down here and there, I would just like go on YouTube and like try to motivate myself. But I also just went out there and did all the things that I wanted to do. I had a beautiful photo shoot, which was kind of crazy. I found a lady on Instagram that does like kind of like a ranch photo shoot. Like she has a ranch and then she has a horse. So if you wanted to take a picture with her horse, you could do that. So me, at that time, it was like, when was it? It was August actually. It was beginning of August. I was supposed to do around the first week of September. So beginning of August, like about a month before I was supposed to be due, I ended up messaging her and I said, hey, like, I am interested in doing like a photo shoot. And then I told her I was pregnant, so I told her it was going to be a maternity. So then, she had like different scenes that I can pick from. So then I picked like, doing one at the ranch and then doing one at like a lake. I think it was like Bragg Creek is the area. So anyways, we ended up going there. I had lots of fun doing that photo shoot. It was hard because I was super pregnant at that time. So then when I get there, this lady looks at me because it's supposed to be like this romantic scene, and usually she does like couples, engagements, maternity shoot, but with a partner. So then when I showed up by myself, she was like, oh, like, is your husband on the way? And I was like, it's just gonna be me. And then she was like, okay. Thankfully she didn't ask like more questions because it's supposed to be like this romantic scene, but the photos turned out fire regardless, even though it was just me. But that's all you need in the photo. It's just yourself, a nice dress, a nice scene, and you got it. So that's what I did. So I went there, I did the photo shoot. It turned out beautiful. It was scary doing the one at the ranch with her horse because I did not realize how big these horses are. They're huge. Like I think her horse was like over 200 pounds or something, or bigger than that. I can't remember. But that horse was like up here, and I was like, trying to like hold it. The horse is trying to run away to go eat grass. And I was just like, there was rocks underneath my feet because I decided to do the shoot without like shoes, because with shoes it just didn't look as attractive. So then there was like rocks underneath me. The horse is trying to run away. I was super pregnant, but I also had to like make sure the horse did not step on my foot because it would have broke my toes, especially with those horseshoes. Yeah, it was a difficult photo shoot for sure, very difficult, but I don't regret it. And thankfully nothing bad happened. I was just like holding the horse and like smiling, and then anytime like the horse is trying to run, she would like come and like talk to her. But yeah, it turned out really good. Even though it was supposed to be some romantic thing, it was just me, but it still turned out really, really beautiful. So that's why I wanted to come out here, because I've noticed that, people that I've known in the past in my life that have gotten pregnant, they've gotten so depressed over the breakup that they didn't end up enjoying their pregnancy, especially being their first pregnancy. They missed out on doing a lot of things. Like they didn't do any like maternity shoot. They wanted to do it, but because they just felt so like low about, you know, things not working out the way they thought it was going to work out, that they ended up like basically not doing the things that they would have done, you know. So that's why I wanted to come here and just let you know you are resilient, you are strong. Like right now, I feel like I'm navigating this single mom stuff pretty good. I am in like a committed relationship now, and my partner is amazing. So eventually, like, you know, your situation is temporary. So even if you're doing it by yourself now, the situation is temporary. Eventually, you are going to find someone that is gonna love you the way that you are supposed to be loved. So I'm just here to motivate you and let you know, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling like, damn, I'm pregnant and I'm not with the person that got me pregnant, do not feel down. I know it sucks, but just be strong, be happy, go out there and just live your best life. Do not let that stop you from living your best life. So go out there and do all the photo shoots that you want to do. Go for it, okay? Once again, my name is Teresa. I do appreciate you coming to my channel. I would love to put more and more contents, at least once a day is my aim. So please make sure you click the subscription button to subscribe to my channel. And also you can hit the notification button below as well. So that way, anytime I put out new contents, then you get notifications about them. The other thing I want to mention is that eventually I will transition to also talk about credit repair, because that is something that, you know, this is the credit queen right here. So eventually I will transition to talking about how to fix your credit. So I'm very happy to talk about that. So yeah, make sure you're following. So if you are looking for more single mom contents, eventually I'll introduce you guys to my baby girl. She's in the background right now, you know, screaming, trying to get my attention, or is ready to nap, either or. But I will go and tend to her right now, but make sure you subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for tuning in. And just remember, you are a woman, you are strong, you can do this with someone or without someone. You can do this. So don't feel down and go out there and live your best life. That's all I gotta say. Go out there and live your best life.